This is Gary G with Inland Valley News here at AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas, as the Lakers will take on San Antonio Spurs tonight. The big story tonight is Kobe in pursuit of Michael Jordan's record, third leading scorer in the NBA. All he needs is 31 points. Should be a great contest. Should be a victory, hopefully for the Lakers, as they endeavor to try and get into that winning mode. It'll be a tall order on the road against the world champion, but it should be a great contest. Stay tuned for videos and interviews to follow. This is Gary G.
How surprised are you seeing Kobe playing at this high level after coming back from the injuries and leading and scoring?
Not surprised at all. Not surprised at all.
And what are your thoughts as far as preparation? What's it going to take to come out victorious against San Antonio?
We got to play great basketball, both ends of the floor. I told our guys today we cannot have a lack of focus at any point in time in this game against this team because they will kill you. You make mistakes defensively, they make you pay. On the offensive end, we got to be very disciplined as far as moving the ball against them because we can't let them off the hook and come down and quick shoot the ball because then they go right back and they put pressure on you again. So our offense sometimes has to be our best defense tonight as far as just making them work a little bit before we take our shots, then get back in transition and again, like I say, stay focused for 48 minutes.
What's the outlook and attitude of the guys as far as their chemistry?
Our guys?
Yeah.
Chemistry is fine. Are you referring to yesterday's practice again?
Well, no, I'm just asking. Just coming into it, they could shake that off, and coming in against San Antonio, best team, NBA champ. So I was just wondering, hey, what did you feed them?
I didn't feed them anything. The chemistry is fine. The guys are having a good time.
Yeah. All right.
Do you think he'll pass Jordan? Any hunches?
Yeah. I didn't say tonight. I don't know when, but obviously it's going to happen on this road trip. Probably for us it'd be best for it to happen sooner than later. But again, I think he's just going to just kind of take it as it comes, see how they play him, and just react accordingly.
Are you surprised at all with all the questions you've had to handle for the past week or so? He's not breaking a record; he's just passing someone on the list.
Not surprised because the person that he's passing was unbelievable. He is considered one of the best, if not the best, that ever played the game. So, not surprised that all the questions that we've been getting, about him being able to reach this milestone and get past it, because MJ was, the greatest player I ever played against. So I know how important this is, for Kobe and everybody else.
Byron, most of the rest of the top 10 list is all big guys, and obviously the rim is 10 feet high. The game has always been, dominated to some extent by guys close to the rim, at least scoring. What does that say about Kobe and MJ to be up there amongst the trees?
That they were just the best at what they did. I think longevity has something to do with it as well. They have a similar personality as far as their competitive nature and the way they see this game and the way they approach it. But yeah, you don't see a lot of small guys on that list, because especially back in the days, the 70s and the 60s, 70s, and 80s, it was dominated by the big guys. So this is pretty rare. I think so. I mean, when you have guys that have that special gift, like MJ had when he came into the league, and then you start getting all these other kids that start emulating that. So it kind of transfers to high school game, to the college game, to the NBA. So I think it's a natural phenomenon that it goes that way, and so again, I'm not surprised to see the game go that way, and also the fact that our big men nowadays are more small forwards and power forwards. They might be 7-footers, but they play like they're small forwards and guards. So it's just a different game.
What are your memories when Kareem set his record?
That it was in Vegas and he needed 21 points and he did a skyhook on the right baseline. Magic had him, he just turned over Mark Eaton, boom, 21.
Do you remember what the anticipation was like leading into that?
Yeah, it was kind of weird because it was, he needed 21 points and we're playing a regular season game in Las Vegas, so that was kind of weird, but other than that, to get on the floor, once we got on the floor, I think everybody was almost keeping count. We got to 18, 19, I think everybody was keeping count to see, when he was going to break it. And I think everybody knew what shot it was going to be. And Magic made it a point that he was going to pass it to him.
Is there a game plan for Kobe's sake? Nick was joking he wanted to be the one who
Nick
passes.
hasn't passed on yet. I just said he didn't want to pass it to him. No, there really isn't. There really isn't.
Do you see the rest of the team trying to get the ball to him even more so in order for him to pass it? Or
I don't think so. I think if that time comes where it's close, then you might see that a little bit. But I think everybody in the locker room right now is the same as I am. It's a game that we're going to come in here and try to win, playing against the world champions, a great team, great organization. The scoring part of that is secondary right now.
Do you know where you are on the list?
Yeah,
trying to
you
look.
can't find it. It's a little lower down there, but you can look up that field goal percentage like you did last time.
Pretty good,
Yeah.
49?
Whatever. Yeah.
Almost.
How wide Kareem's discrepancy is? Do you ever see that record being broken? Do you think that can stand the
I think
test
that's
of
going to
time?
stand for a while. I don't think in our lifetime we're going to see it being broken. I think it's 38,
Yeah.
38,000 somewhere up in there. It's going to be hard. Somebody to break that. For 27 years, I think, to get that.
What enabled him to produce so much and last so long?
Well, I'm sure he would probably tell you, yoga and his martial arts, all that stuff kind of kept him flexible and, his meditating, things like that. But he was just a freak of an athlete as well. 7'2", the way he could run, especially when he was young and how wiry he was. I mean, he was an unbelievable athlete. I think a lot of people tend to forget that about Cap, but just an unbelievable athlete. He kind of changed the game when he came here, too. Nobody ever seen a big man that could do the things that he did.